kick in the fucking face.
In the next bubble screen over here, let's throw curls.
What are the whys, right? What are the whys?
Bears Hour Live.
The Tape Never Lies Network, home of the greatest Chicago Bears fans on earth.
The following show is for mature audiences only.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
The Tape Never Lies.
Tape never lies.
Starts now.
The tape.
32 is the identity.
We were kind of stuck in neutral, and I thought it was a good idea to hand the play calling over to Bill Lazor.
Loses the football, strip sack, and a take.
Bears our life. Bears our life. We go on live right after Bears games with your boys draft talking the smartest man alive. Yo. Bears our life. Bears our life. We go on live right after Bears games with your boys draft talking the smartest man alive. Ran up with the true analysis you expect. Raw passion for the show. Bear fans get nothing less. Locked in with real emotion and passion for every play. Coach Phil gonna bring that range, but in with facts by shade. Post game show like nothing else you're gonna hear. Some can try to copy, but a bucket's not sincere. Delivering the truth on what just happened, to be clear. That's why we're on TV, so you can see it, not just hear. Hey, yo, with Draft Dr. Phil, you know it's always hit sticks. Splitting double T's like 96 Hakeem hits. You can tell the shit matters, of their love can be felt. Critical of Nagy cause the talent he's been dealt. As our life keeps growing, Shane's all knowing. Delivering the truth on how the QB's throwing. Dimes on time, just lacking fundamental. Whatever the case, we get hot like Cecil. Fiery discussions on what happened in the game. This ain't your daddy's postgame, don't expect the fucking flame. Not for the average fan, a loss they can't survive.
But don't you worry.
Bears Hour Live.
Bears our life. Bears our life. We go on live right after Bears
I don't think we're that much.
The myth, the rent legend, Dr. Phil Otosan.
Because teams realize, hey, we gotta stop Matt.
When you put that much into it, you don't let that. And the guy next to you says, "You son of a bitch, you better block." That's what happens. That's when you have a real good team.
And let's get it on.
This is Bears Hour Live.
Well, we didn't see that one coming, did we?
What?
Exactly. We sit here and wait now for the Matt Nagy extension. Everything is right in Chicago Bears land. Damiere Byrd. We got our wide receiver one. Everything is well. Welcome to BHL. The Bears go on the road and show a little something there at the end. Is it enough to save Matt Nagy? Of course not. Don't get crazy. I see people melting down. Oh, it's over. This dude's coming back. No, this means nothing in the big picture moving forward. Was it a fun way? Do Bears fans really deserve this? Yeah, we do. We do. That was a hell of a play by Damiere Byrd. Crazy. Catch of the year, in my opinion, for the Chicago Bears. But anyways, I think it's going to be interesting to see my counterparts rant here. I don't know what direction he's gonna go in. At this point, we've beat the shit out of get rid of Nagy, launch Pace to the fucking moon, all of that. But it's going to be a condensed version, just so everybody knows, tonight of BHL. Cherie's got big plans tonight, so she said we can't be on air for too long. So you guys can blame it on her. I'm just kidding. But DDP, do your thing, man.
Yo, Shane, a Bears victory. Something we haven't.
Damiere Byrd.
A Damiere Byrd. A Damiere Byrd special. And Andy Dalton. No, it was Nick Foles. They look alike out there.
It's going to be your QB2 next year.
Nick's staying. Whoa, we made a mistake. Nick's our guy. This is the Chicago Bears. Merry Christmas to everybody. Don't get it twisted. That Seattle football team is terrible, just like the Chicago Bears are. In typical Chicago Bears fashion, You win the game and you end the game with a penalty of showing the lack of character and control this head coach has on this team. I knew what the fuck play was coming when Jimmy Graham lines out wide. Everybody and their brother should know what play was coming, and they were able to gift wrap a Merry Christmas present for Jimmy Graham and Andy Dalton. Don't get it. No one should be fooled here. This is a terrible football team with a terrible head coach who doesn't ever understand situational football. They don't understand how to run. They don't know the running game. They lack assignments. They lack discipline. They lack execution. They just run to run. And when you have a talented running back like David Montgomery, you get away with stuff. And when you got a young buck who's got some skills, you run a draw and the creases are wide as can be. Yeah, they're going to score. But let's not get this shit twisted. Let's not get on our high horses with George McCaskey and Ted Phillips lying through their teeth talking about envious cultures throughout the NFL. This is a shitty football team that has some good talent on it that isn't well coached. Those are the facts. Those are the truth. Those are the situations when you want to win. Who can you count on? Who can you identify is going to lead this football team? Jolly old Saint Nick? That's what happened today. Nick Foles. Fire Nagy. Get this charade over with. The culture is the problem. The little things identified in this are the problem. On any given Sunday, any team can win. The Lions beat the Cardinals last week. I don't know if you heard. This isn't smoke and mirrors. This is truth. I look at the tape. You go over to our channel or become a patron and actually watch the tape, and you see breakdowns, miscommunications. How about today? A Fetty oversetting, a Fetty penalty, a Fetty false start, a Fetty, Mr. Affetti, who's a fucking captain. He's a captain. This culture is so far lost that somehow the stars in alignment for what Shane is saying. Bears fans just needed a win. So these Seattle fans couldn't talk shit because that's all it is. It matters nothing. It matters nothing. Darnell Mooney's still a good football player. David Montgomery. The thing that I got out of this is Cole Kmet is starting to grow up and hear us critical. Good job on Cole. Eddie Jackson still sucks. He's a terrible leader. It's the worst fucking extension in the history of the Bears, in my opinion. Or you can argue Tariq Cohen, who's done nothing. This Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy disgrace needs to end. I don't care if they won 35-3 today. This team, they couldn't, but I don't care. Damiere Byrd did what Shane said. They went for two. Damiere Byrd makes a great play, but at the end of the game, you see the lack of discipline. You see all of the things that create a distraction. Don't be distracted. Don't be J-Lo. Don't be fooled by the rocks that you got. You can't do it. Not here. Not now. This team is so far behind what you see in Green Bay and what you see going on around the league. They're so far removed from the playoffs and anything in that vernacular because they don't have an identity. They don't have a leader of men. There's no execution or sound fundamentals. All of it going down. So if this guy comes out here and does club dub tonight because they beat the shitty Seahawks in a snow blizzard storm, that's the end all be all. Your culture sucks. Who? Ask yourself in the mirror, what coach worth a grain of salt going through the season that you've gone through celebrates club dub tonight? Name me one championship coach. You think Chuck Noll? You think Mike Tomlin? You think Bill Parcells? Jimmy Johnson? You think my father's going to be jumping in there? Let's celebrate. We won. We lost another 5 in a row. We got to celebrate one win. Now, I'm all for understanding. Yeah, Ditka ain't celebrating either. I'm all for understanding that it's hard to win in this league. I'm not going to take anything away from those players. Jimmy Graham, way to make a play. You got paid to make that play. You made it. But the joke is the situations that you get yourself into, that you understand that that's never going to be something you build on. What's your building blocks? Throw a fucking fade to Jimmy Graham every down? That's why you don't get tricked. That's why you this ain't Halloween. We ain't trick-or-treating. We're understanding that when George McCaskey did this to us, where is it? When George McCaskey comes out and says, Ryan and Matt are great leaders. We're the envy. They collaborate and all of that bullshit. That's the tricks we don't need anymore. We don't need any of that bullshit. None of it. None of it. Because tonight you get a win on Christmas. Enjoy the weekend. But ultimately, the course is still the same. It's still a showcase of what it is that this team lacks over and over and over again. And it's like this.
Ryan and Matt are men of character. They are both, like Ted, outstanding leaders. I've been most impressed with how well they collaborate.
The collaboration ends. The collaboration ends now. And that, Shane, is my rant. We can't be.
I thought you were going to end it with collaborate these, George.
They have to end this nightmare train of emotion and stupidity on every level.
I just tweeted it out, Phil. Like I said to the patrons at halftime, Ian Rappaport's not putting something like that out there unless he's heard. Now, he did quantify it if the Bears lose today. Mm-hmm. So it shouldn't be a driving factor at all. I mean, if you're going to launch them, start the process here. You're going to be in the last 2 weeks of the season. And as a Bears fan, with everything that we've been through this season, the way that it's unfolded, if we can get a victory Monday and a coach firing tomorrow, that's what we deserve as Bears fans.
Totally agree. That would be the right thing to do.
It would be.
You're proactive.
You're going to have a long flight home. You're George, make the call, say, hey, we're going to take full control of this. The window is open for us to figure this out. Matt, thank you for your time. We're moving in a different direction. Your office has already been cleaned out. The boxes are downstairs, duct tape closed. And, you can figure out the whys in your basement with all your play sheets because you're not a Bears head coach anymore. That's the way that it is. And start the process. Get the ball rolling. I'm sure behind back channels, they know who they want to bring in as team president, if it's going to be that direction, or if they're moving Ryan Pace up. That's the next big question to see what's going to happen, because they're not hiring any new coach until that shit's figured out. You cannot go out and hire a head coach and say, oh, then we're going to bring in a different president afterwards. No. You don't. Work. But Phil, that's what I'm saying. We know that. We understand that. Only the Bears are the one franchise that would do this. But yeah, man, it's like I said, I totally understand what you're saying. If these guys, they will club dub. I've been watching Twitter to see what unfolds, because I'm sure they're gonna be doing their thing. But
for anybody saying Matt Nagy should return,
they're just being fucking trolls.
You haven't paid attention.
They're being fucking trolls, man. There's no fucking way that you can watch what has unfolded and support that decision moving forward. There's no. I don't give a fuck who you are.
You're 8-8 last year 8-9 because you lost in the playoffs. Okay. You're 8-8 the year before, lost again. You have yet to show improvement in an offense, no matter what you've gotten. You've got Nick Foles, you got Glennon, you got your hand-picked quarterback. You had every opportunity to show us some semblance of what it is that you're supposed to do. And you can't do it. It's a travesty. It doesn't erase everything that happened, this fucking win, but for a fucking small-time organization that are full of yes men and collaboration and these fucking Harvard books on business and don't understand football, for them, you always have this fear in your belly or the back of your mind that they're going to do something moronically stupid, just like they do after David Montgomery fucking hits it for fucking 14 or 15 and breaks a fucking tackle, runs over someone, he comes out of the game. That kind of stupidity in football, Aqib Talib understands it better than the fucking head coach.
He's
everything should go through.
He's my guy, man. I'm running everything through 32.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've been saying this for fucking years. Like it's completely moronic. You're one lucky catch, 2 lucky catches, to be perfectly honest, from losing. And I know that's football, but it's the reality of what it is.
What about the back-to-back quarterback sneaks, Phil?
Oh my God. With all people, Nick Foles.
I know.
It's like, exactly, Shane. There's so many things to dissect within the game. It's like an albatross of stupidity. You can't make this shit up. I can make analogies for fucking years about how bad this is.
You got Demo up. I don't know. Do you want to hear Demo?
Sure. Let's hear my boy David Montgomery.
In those situations, he's been in them plenty of times, and he knows how to maneuver through them, and he knows how to be sure that we all stay poised. And that's what Nick did. So he's special. He's always going to be special. I'm grateful to have him on this team. This is to keep fighting. Of course, the season hasn't been going the way we wanted it to go, or we planned for it to go. But we always know that opportunities are always limited when you get.
This is a new view here. Look,
and we made a plan before the game is just emptying out the cup, giving everything that you had, and that's what we did.
David empties out the cup every time.
I've never played in anything like that.
Duke Shelley's live on Instagram.
Cool. I could
they
not
are
get
club dubbing.
Oh yeah.
Fire Nagy. Oh God. I'm embarrassed. Like how embarrassed do you have to be?
Slippery or icy?
Yeah, well, I mean, was it more like wet or
it was
hard like the cleats when you dig into?
It was more so like the surface of the snow.
Actually, it was like a snow cone.
On top
I don't know.
Of the turf.
So
like I couldn't really put my foot in the ground and get vertical like I wanted to, but luckily towards the end of the game it began to clear up.
Yes, Heidi. Monty is awesome.
Oh, I don't know. I was asleep. Yeah, I was asleep.
You have no idea if it was 5 minutes or an hour?
Yeah, nah, I was asleep. Yeah, they used to get a tap on my leg when it's time to get out the bus.
David, were you saying besides the plays Foles made, that just having him in the huddle, was that just like a calming influence or confidence? But what effect did just having him in the huddle in those situations have?
Oh my God, these questions.
Like I said, when you got somebody like as seasoned as him and he knows what it looks like, when he's calm, I mean, you can't do anything else but be calm. He got the most pressure on him. He's the quarterback, so
that's right.
He's calm and poised as he is.
The identity right here.
Follow his lead.
Did you have a feeling early in the week that Nick might be starting this game?
I don't know. I just was rolling with who was there, and
whoever's there, Brad.
It was Nick,
like
obviously. So he was able to go out there and get us the dub.
Whatever menu's there, you're gonna order from. That's it.
Definitely.
Whatever's going on.
Coach Nagy's he's an amazing coach, an even better person, and
he's a good person.
Like,
that's it.
Everybody kind of get this bad depiction of who he is, but he's actually a great guy and a great coach, and ever since I've been on the Bears, day in, day out, he's always emptied his cup. And yesterday his speech was, no matter how it may look, no matter what the record look like, empty your cup, whether it's half full or it's full, empty it all out.
Matt Nagy probably is one of the great father figures to these players, but he's a terrible coach.
Huh? Nah.
Is it freezing for you?
All right, David.
Froze there for us. Did
Yeah,
it
I'm not
freeze
sure.
on your screen?
It did not.
Froze over here. Anyway, what do you think David's going to say? Throw his coach under the bus? He's a terrible coach right after we just won.
To me, that just points to these guys knowing where this is headed. You know, Matt Nagy's given a speech.
Empty the cup.
Yeah, empty the cup. Yeah. Drop the
2
fucking
girls,
hammer.
1 cup.
Jesus.
Club schlub, as Barlissimo said. Like, somebody needs to do something for Hallis Hall to get the message across that you embarrass the fan base with that kind of celebration. It's not in a fucking winning season. It worked when you were in a turnover-driven defensive touchdown having every game. You're fucking fired up, playing to the whistle. You're playing with emotion and passion. We've seen games where Eddie Jackson just doesn't even fucking try or care. We've seen games where Allen Robinson, the franchise player, just walking around, not running his routes. Everything's okay, so we can all club up. This is the problem. Exactly. Club dumb. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Listen, Matt Nagy's a multi-millionaire. He's made more money than everybody in the chat probably. So that comes with the job of being a head coach. You're going to be judged. You're going to be criticized. You're going to be facing adversity at every fucking moment. That's the great thing about football. So it's the best ones that give you nothing to be critical of. Christ, Bill Belichick gets criticized. But it's the ones that can overcome and find out what your players do best. We have never seen Matt Nagy emphasize any one single solitary player. You've never made it a point. I mean, just in this game alone, I could point to play. Like, what are you doing? Why is Darnell Mooney in on the red zone at running back, getting a handoff? Who does that?
Here's a little update from the Duke Shelley Instagram account.
Motherfucking young fool, man. Fuck you, boy. I say, Tonga. That went out their ass, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, let that shit ride. Let that shit ride. Let that shit ride. Let that shit out. Let that shit go. Let that shit play. No cap. Hey, what? Talk to him alive, boy. Shout to the boy, man. I'm in that bitch with TB. I'm in this bitch with 4 tree. I just pulled up me a H.
I don't get it at all.
5th win did it, bro.
Oh my God. It's embarrassing at this point. I mean, you got to get a coach in here that has some sort of control, understanding.
The Nagy defenders have preached culture, and I mean, if that's
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, dude. And even
I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed in our
Justin
QB1.
Fields.
Yeah, totally.
Get away from that. It's so cringeworthy. It really is. Like,
you saw
Bill. Honestly, I go in there. Say I'm the coach today. I'm dead ass serious. I would never have club dub, and especially after you've lost. There would be a goal for club dub. It's called the fucking playoffs.
Win in the playoffs, right?
Win. Let's get to the play. No, if we got to the playoffs, we won a division. We'd be club dub. Whatever the fuck.
It shows you other teams. Philly did club dub in Soldier Field after they beat the Bears in the 18 playoffs.
Exactly. They threw it in your face.
You put yourself out there for it.
This team's culture cringe. The culture cringe. Put Matt Nagy's clown face up there. You don't have an understanding of accountability. Yet you're going to go out there and dance in a losing season. Your record speaks for itself. You're a loser. You don't understand the importance of run. You don't understand the importance of blocking a front. You don't understand the importance of anything. You're so caught up in gimmicks and tricks. You give us no treats. The only treat they get is to fucking dance in a fucking locker room. Are you kidding me? Fucking John Gruden made fun of your asses, if you remember, in London, calling you out for your bullshit. They fucking beat your asses up. This team has been soft since Vic Fangio left. Vic Fangio would dance when it was needed to dance.
Yeah,
because you're winning.
Well, Phil,
think
about the heat
disgusting
that Robert Quinn took last year. Nobody really knew the entire story. We heard about the drop foot. We heard about the bad back. And then we heard about the bad back again leading up to this season. And I said, think about all of the heat that he took from fans, from analysts, from the media. And you still
Not
have
here,
people.
just for the
No. That's
record.
what I'm saying. But you still have people out there that are defending Matt Nagy and blaming all of the issues on just a lack of execution, a lack of talent, and all this. To me, it's honestly, we should be talking more. We should do an entire fucking show, comprehensive breakdown on Robert Quinn in the season. You know, he's at 17 sacks now. He should have 18.
We'll put it into the patron side.
Yeah, we'll
Definitely.
put it over there.
I agree with
down.
you.
But man, he
I
looks
address
10 years
this
younger than me
clown?
out there.
He's back again, the fireman. Remember him a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, do your research like fucking Vic Fangio asked you. I go by the tape to show you who's a fool.
Yeah,
Fortunately, we don't have any tape of you, Fireman 5.
Guess who was calling out Matt Nagy 4 years ago before anybody else was? Phil was.
Exactly.
Give credit where credit is due, but
I am going to fucking praise a coach that has a plan. I was calling this fucking clown out 4 years ago because it was true. Fireman, you might be a fucking great firefighter. I'll praise you. But right now, you're the fucking worst person in the fucking chat. Grade F-, because that's just stupidity. You're predicting the future now? Phil's going to shit on. There's no shtick here. Go to another network with that fucking shit. Go watch my tape breakdown. Try to analyze that shit for yourselves. All you trolls. I'll address it because it's the truth. I want to see someone that's teaching fundamentals that actually holds players accountable. Affetti's year fucking what year is he, Shane? 7?
Oh, Affetti, yeah. I mean, that
was fucking oversetting, opening up the whole fucking lane. And Larry Borum is going to get criticized, and he didn't look great today at left tackle, but he's thrust into left tackle. He's a rookie.
That's the new thing picking up again on Twitter today is Larry's obviously got to stay at left tackle. And I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Well,
Larry's a right tackle.
But
Jenkins
everybody's acting like that's a bad thing.
Exactly. You got your tackles. Oh my God.
But that's the thing being said, Phil. And even we can talk about it on this network too. And I don't want to start talking off season, but say you're on the clock in the second round and there's a big time offensive tackle staring you in the face. Larry Borum's potential can't fucking prevent you from drafting this dude.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But this is the mindset that Bears fans follow. Oh, we're fucking set. Larry Borum's the fucking guy. He very well could be. He can't dictate.
Just
you
like Darnell
can't
dictate what you're doing.
I took so much shit from that.
You're 100%
last year.
right.
He's not a number one, dude. He's on a good team. He's a number 3 wide receiver, and there's nothing wrong with that. Come back to the fucking ball, Darnell. Come back to the ball. Then catch it.
Listen, I'm never going to depict where anybody plays because people could step up and rise up and do their own work on their bodies, on their brains.
Not saying.
It's one thing. Anybody could fucking go in the weight room and lift tons of weight and be strong and not mentally prepare. So therefore, they're worthless the same. You have never played football. You don't understand how intellectual you have to be to play offensive line, to understand your fundamentals, your pass sets, and what the defense is trying to do to you. On top of that, if you have a shitty coach that just calls plays and you're learning in that shitty environment, then your game is going to suffer. You're going to get worse because there's no teaching. There's no accountability going on. That's the problem with Nagy. He's just a play caller who doesn't listen to this. You're running. How many times I got to fucking show you this on film? You're running inside zone and you're blocking the backside edge rusher with a fucking 175-pound wide receiver. The whole play is designed for the back to cut back. The receiver can't block it. Boom, it's stuffed in the backfield. Let alone worrying about your fucking center getting blown into the backfield or your guard, your left guard, whiff blocking or standing straight up. It's over and over and over again. This is the NFL. Wait till you watch Alabama. Go watch Alabama play next Friday. Watch their offensive line inside zone. Are they going to? They're college kids. They fucking step every time to the right. They get their heads across and they drive through because they practice fundamental. I told you about this kid from Iowa back in fucking August. Go watch him. Fire the fuck out. Watch him. Watch what good offensive lines do. And guess what? That translates into victories. You got a good offensive line, you're going to win. So right now, Jenkins is your left tackle. Borum is your right tackle. Affetti shouldn't have been started. That right there, Affetti wearing a captaincy this week, the rotating of captains, all of this shit we've documented here, Fireman 5. If you haven't been paying attention, there's no shtick. There's no what or ifs or maybes. It's just facts. It's just facts. And the facts have backed up every goddamn thing I've ever said about Matt Nagy. He's so worried about being the smartest man in the room, he can't ever give away what you need to do. And that's run the ball and build through David Montgomery. That he can't even do it within one game. He's got to bring him out of the game. What's this fucking screen to Damian Williams, Shane?
Yeah,
let's get Damian in there. Let's run a quick screen with him. Nope, now bring another guy in. It's just stupidity on so many levels. I've documented it forever. I'm breaking down the tape. There's nowhere to hide.
Fireman, this is the problem right here. Let me break down your comment right here. This is the fucking point. You want praise. You want Phil to praise whoever the next head coach is, because if you see one good play or you see one big win, then you think that everything moving forward from that point is going to be positive. That's not what we do here. And that's fine, dude. The internet's a big fucking place. If you don't like Shane or you don't like Phil or you don't like TTNL or you want to come into the chat and whine about it, then go. There's plenty of other fucking places to watch your coverage for the Chicago Bears. You don't have to watch us. If there's shit on the screen, we're going to tell you that it stinks. Okay? If you don't fucking like it, then be a fair weather fan and shove the sunshine up your ass and be fucking happy, bro. That's not what we do here.
I never change for nobody. I don't agree with Barlissimo in a fucking million years about Borum at left tackle over Jenkins. I'll go to my fucking grave. Barlissimo, you're wrong. No fucking way. Do I not like Barlissimo? Not at all. I love him.
Exactly.
This is the reality. I speak my truth and I stay with it. That's it. Nagy was a fucking shoe salesman on this network for years. We called it out and a bunch of fans see it now. This isn't like we've jumped on this fucking band. No, we were right. And everybody's else is just catching up. So if you're going to blog boy this shit, take this quote. Phil will be factual. If the coach is great, the tape will show me it. If the coach sucks, has no plan, is all about gimmicks and tricks like hoes and fucking all that shit, then that coach is going to get called out no matter who it is. If it's Jim Harbaugh, my favorite coach.
Obviously, starting off with Nick at quarterback for him to come in.
This guy couldn't figure out Jasper Horsted.
Who he is. And
he's a
he
fraud.
put us in some good positions and protected the football. Jimmy to have the touchdown at the end. I was happy for Jimmy. And then Demir to have the
here didn't think the play was going to Jimmy there. Raise your hand.
And Nick made a great job giving them chances to.
Who thought that last throw was going anywhere else but to Jimmy Graham? I called it right away.
My son called it out.
Now we get
Exactly.
some 3 and outs,
You
couple
think
sacks.
that's coach? That's a
Cornett,
coach?
he's at 17 now.
It's a fucking gimmick play. Great, you got it.
And then they played hard. And credit to the coaching staff. And then special teams with Daz. I thought you could really feel that's not easy being out there in the elements.
This is the same coach that put Demir Bird out there last week to punt return.
And then
for them to miss the field,
stuck up for him, saying he put him in a tough spot.
Tough spot. You're a fucking pro.
For me and for our team in there is that the guys.
You look like a fucking
and I just
Brazilian volleyball.
You love that about them.
Setter.
And,
What?
It speaks to who they are.
Exactly.
No. Right.
For you personally, what did it mean to you to have this moment, to have things you just described, every player play for you like that?
When you get into any sport, any profession, there's, you look at it and you say, we all have to have a little dignity and pride into what we do. And it's not easy when you lose. I mean, trust me, I've been on a lot of football teams.
Arena League is hiring.
Not many that I've
That's
been
it.
on where you have a losing record.
That's what he is.
So, even for me, learning how to be on a team that has a losing record isn't easy, but you got to be able to persevere. You got to fight, and you have to
tell him, Barrington,
be able to give it
appreciate
everything you have and have no regrets.
Like, we don't rewrite history.
I can only do so much as a coach. We can only do so much as coaches. When the players go out and do what they do and show to us as coaches that they're going to play hard.
Oh my God.
And essentially they're not going to just say, I'm just going to show up and just do they're going to play hard. The last couple of weeks, they've done that. And so it means a lot to me because sometimes when you go through.
Bye, Felicia. Tell them.
When you win, it's kind of easy and things get deodorized.
USFL is hiring.
Hard. And how do you learn from those?
Nice guy. I'm sure
he's
from probably a cool man.
Right now, today,
right?
That's what I told.
Just not the head coach of
Doug
Chicago
Farrar last
Bears,
week, man. My neighbor's a great dude. I don't want him coaching the fucking Bears
too.
Exactly.
And for me, I'm just proud to be a part of it.
This is the swan song for him. This feels very ending.
Well, we talked last night. I on those Saturday night meetings that we have, sometimes I have something prepared and sometimes I don't. And I just kind of speak from my
prepared.
Heart. Last night was one of those. As we got going, we had some guys talk, and after the game last week,
imagine
my freshman son and I were driving home, and we just talked about the story that he's learned about no regrets and emptying your cup, and without dragging it out, it was a pretty cool story that he right
Shane?
now.
If you have to come to this part of your career,
I thought it really resonated
to get to the point where you can ad lib your truth to your culture, then that just says it all to me.
You got a half cup
because I've never gone into a meeting with a football team or anything.
Phil, we've never done a fucking pre-prepared show.
I've never prepared a rant ever.
Everything is off the top.
Everything,
whatever, out.
When I speak,
what I do care is
you all better fucking listen because it's gonna be truthful.
Has no regrets.
It's gonna be full of truth and flames and fucking F words.
And to have that story come from my freshman son,
that's why it says for mature audiences only.
And it's cool to
hear.
He's
proud that he finally fucking spoke from his heart. That to me, right there, every fucking coach should walk into the room unprepared and just.
I went off my scripted plays and talked for myself. In year 4, give me a lollipop.
M. Ray shines, exactly. It's the
There's
Charlie
a lot of
Brown
reasons
talk.
without getting back into last year why we struggled up Foles. And I think that's the one thing that we all need to be very careful of with what we say about Folesy struggling. I mean, there's a lot of that goes into last year. So I'm happy for Nick that he got an opportunity today. Not happy for how it happened with Justin and Andy, but Nick's always going to be prepared. And, you know, for him to be able to come
if you
into
missed
this
our
moment,
interview with Doug
you
Farrar,
know, he's been there, done that in a lot of different
Farrar.
ways. So last year was last year.
Tell me you did laugh when I
These guys
texted
have
you that.
persevered
I did.
this year and fought through a lot.
if you missed it,
Room, and
he
they've
said
been
it
great
the
with each
best,
other. They
right?
support each other. And
This
so I just
guy
think, like, when you go into a game like
just
this,
in over his head.
it
He just
speaks to who he is, how he does things. And he helped our team tremendously today get the win. And so I'm just for that.
this guy is more wanting Nick Foles or Andy Dalton than he does Justin Fields. He didn't want Justin Fields there. That's all I need to
I don't
know.
know that because we're day to day right now with Justin.
If you're
we're just
a
gonna
fan
see literally
or somebody
where
in the
he's at,
chat
and we're
that
gonna
thinks
go off of,
Justin
you know,
Fields
how
is a
he feels,
bust or a bum,
and then
now
put the player
granted,
first, how do you feel?
that wasn't good look of him
and I
in
think Monday
Club
and Tuesday
Dub.
will tell
It
us a
looked
lot
bad.
as to being able to go into it.
But if you
and then
think he's a
not, and
bust
if
as a
we're not feeling
football
good, we'll see
player,
how
a
it is
quarterback,
Wednesday, Thursday,
then
Friday.
go to
We
another
can
network.
go from there, but we're going to
Go
rely
watch
on where he's at, what
another
our trainers
show.
say, and then
'Cause that is
obviously
just the
Nick is
dumbest
gonna be
shit
prepared as well for
you'd
that.
ever hear. It's just dumb.
Well, if you think Justin Fields is the issue, I think you got
before that drive. We
bigger
You're
I mean,
delusional.
it was,
issues.
Yeah,
we knew the play, we knew everything, you know. So we felt really good with that, and we like they did a good job switching it off. You know, we had a man play, and they switched it off, and then
This is the
sometimes down in
same
red
guy
zone,
that
it's about the
says,
players making plays, and that's
remember
what
when I
Nick and
told
Dylan
you it
did.
took 4 years to understand my offense? How about this one? Did you see the Buffalo game?
It's his DNA of who he is. I mean, you guys see in big time moments how he acts and how.
Did you
he's
happen
grown
to
in his
watch the
career.
Colts game?
And then it's his experience too. They showed some things today, whether it's post
Ryan
that I don't think
Pace
really affected him much.
hired the
We got
wrong
into the RPO game a little bit today.
coach.
Had some big
It's as
plays.
simple as
had a
that.
great read on the run there to Khalil for the touchdown.
What you need to
So
learn
that's just kind of who Nick
is
and
you don't
he's always
go
had that,
on
you
the
know,
good
and I
old
appreciate
boy
that about him.
network of opinion. Yeah, Pete Carroll says he's really good. Yeah, Andy Reid says he's really good.
Yeah.
You sit down with the person and you check the boxes. You go watch the fucking tape and the coaching. What did he do in third down? How did he use the personnel? Did he forget Kareem Hunt was the
No, I'd
fucking
say when you
NFL
look
rushing
back at
leader?
these 4 years,
These
you know,
things
in
are
18, we didn't
showcases
know
of
what we didn't know.
stupidity of the Bears.
We didn't, you know, we had
Matt
to learn how to
Nagy
win,
is
and we did that.
at best
In 19,
a quarterback
you gotta learn
coach.
that now
That's it.
You're now the hunted. You know, you're not hunting.
He is
anymore.
not an
And
offensive
so we went
coordinator.
through that year.
He's proven that. Check that box.
going 8-8.
Anybody
Did not make the
anybody
playoffs. Learned a
like
lot through
Matt
that year.
Nagy's offensive
And
game
then going
plans
into
this
last
year?
with
Check
the
that.
COVID
Check.
and for the guys to
Jump in the
to be
chat.
able
Tell
to,
me,
to
fireman.
go 8-8 again and make the playoffs.
You
through
like
all the 3
Matt
years.
Nagy? Check that box
You
for
know,
me.
the thing is,
Put
like,
your
through some
name
of those
out
years,
there.
we hit some losing
Bring
streaks, you know, and
Fireman
that's
5
kinda
on the
what
show
magnifies
to
it.
tell
And
us how much he
offensively,
believes in
we
this
had to
fucking guy.
better.
This
and,
isn't
and so
recent.
Now you go to this year.
This is forever for
and,
me.
You know, it's not.
There's
the record
nothing this
anymore.
guy
We're
has
not-
ever
we
done
didn't get the wins
offensively.
that we wanted to have.
Jordan
And
Howard, he
so
couldn't
when
figure
you
out.
fight through these moments. The biggest
Only
challenge is
time
making
I
sure
ever
that guys
said
still
or
fight.
saw anything
And,
planned
they're
was,
doing that right now.
let's get Tariq Cohen the ball. That was it. He loves himself some Tariq. He has no fucking head coaching experience at all. At all. Not on the high school level. Nowhere. This was a good old boys hire.
Well, there's
Andy made a call.
You know, there's
Just
a lot
like
of,
Ernie
there's stuff
Accorsi
that
made
goes
a
into
call.
That, different
This is the problem with the
positions. I mean,
fucking
it's really simple to just
Flanders
say,
and
this guy needs
Millhouse
to be
up
here,
there.
This guy needs to be there.
They don't fucking know
but
football
there's
people.
conversations
That's
that are
why I
had
said,
based off
Olin,
of certain sides that
President,
you play.
let
You know,
Olin
guys
find
are
the
in and
fucking
out
GM.
based off of COVID
Let
or an
Olin
injury,
interview
you know,
Lewis
practice
Riddick
reps,
and
stuff
see if
like
Lewis
that.
Riddick has
And there's a
anything
dynamic
between
to
the
it. So,
legs. He talks
what
a
we
lot
do
of
is we
shit.
talk through all that, and
Those
I
are
think
the
every-
things I want to
every
find
player,
out.
Every situation's a
I
little
want a
bit different, and
GM
every
that
week's a
fucking
little bit
asks the tough
you know,
questions,
and you-
not
you
dumb
know, you
ones.
gotta go back
Was
and
your
rewatch the
was your
tape,
mom
you
a
see how guys play.
prostitute? We don't need
And,
those fucking guys.
You know, you have an injury.
We don't
like
want
today
those
with
GMs.
Kevin. and now Larry's over there playing on the left.
Somebody that
so
you think Olin would take Ted Phillips' head and shove it into the fucking wall and pour some fucking Chick-fil-A sauce on it. That's the kind of person. Unfortunately, that's how stupid this place is.
No, I mean it's for what have
get
I been
out.
saying all year long.
Get out,
what's best
Ted.
for Sunday. And so when you have young guys, you have to.
This is the same organization that didn't fire Dick Duran because they went to church together.
And we understand that. And then he was out, and then Fetty comes back in, and so you're going back and forth, and so we got to make a decision in the end for the week with the practice reps and which way we want to go, and also keep these guys.
Fucking had walkthroughs every day
with practice, and then you end up having injuries, and now you got to decide left and right with the tackle situation. And we just need to make sure.
What's the update on Jenkins?
There is none. Left shoulder.
That
was the last update.
What's your why, coach? Have you figured out the whys yet?
I mean, I'd have to go back.
How many whys have you figured out? That's what we need to know.
We've asked 4 beat reporters to ask that question. Not one of them has followed through.
No one stepped up to ask. Have you found the whys yet?
With the tackles. I think he's. I think he's
a great week of practice.
He's okay. I think it happened on the tackle. He got hit, so toughen him up a little bit. I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna find out when we get back.
I'm gonna find out
where he's at, and we'll keep an eye on that. But yep, thank you.
Thanks, Coach, for nothing. Thank you, Coach. See you next week when we play the Giants. The Vikings. Who we play next? The Giants, right?
Yeah.
Mike Glennon.
The Bears
Glennon
are
versus
6-point favorites. Well, here's the
Giants are favorites?
Enough. No, the Bears are.
Oh, I was going to say.
Mike Glennon next week. The fucking sack record better be going down is all I'm going to say.
Oh, my God.
Might go down the fucking first series, but.
He's got to go down. I'm sorry, Eddie. He does hold the factual title. I try to stay within the fact. Is he a coach? No, I call him the shoe salesman for the reason. Be shoe. It's unfortunate because we go here, Shane, and we don't rewrite history. We don't. We've called it.
Well, we will put it out there, Phil. Listen, we've been wrong, we've been right, but we're gonna speak what we see. It doesn't matter. We're not worried about consensus. You know what I mean? We talked about when Paige DeMacos came on here and was essentially just saying that Mac Jones wasn't good enough, guys. You know, my guys over at Draft Network have him as a 3rd-round pick, but he's going to get pushed up because he's a quarterback. You know, top 20. I don't think so. But no, that's it. We don't give a shit about that here, and that rubs people the wrong way because we're going to talk about it. If it's positive, if it's negative, whatever. Internet's a big fucking place. If you don't like us, go. Plenty of other places for you to go and get your fucking information. We got, 1,200 people watching live right now. If you go out the fucking door and don't come back, hey, that's your fucking loss. We're not going to bat an eye at it, but we're going to start to wrap it up here. It's going to be a little bit shorter. Like I said, we still have
shorter show, Christmas
stuff.
Yeah, Christmas stuff going on. We got
Don't be surprised, guys. I've got something special for you in my sack.
Yes, I hope everybody got
hopefully he kept
special.
that receipt because I don't want that presentation. But no,
hopefully
Phil,
everyone got something special in their
I'm going to be home tomorrow. I think you're going to be around. If news breaks, Phil's going to be the first text that I send out, and our patrons will be notified very likely immediately in terms of a pop-up show if the Bears, make the change. And according to Ian Rappaport, that's definitely in play. It's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. And if you are a TTNL patron, you're going to have access to that. If you're not, head over to thetapeneverlies.com. Sign up there. $7
under Happy Holidays.
Yep, you're not signed up long-term. It's a 1-month deal. $7, and I think you'll be extremely happy with the content that you get over there. But if there's patrons in the chat, I'm sure they can speak up and justify the $7. I think that they'll admit that I'm right about that. But it's going to be interesting, man. It's, I'm not going to give Matt Nagy credit here, but it's, to me, hey, a W is a W, and I don't think it's going to have any bearing on his coaching tenure as a Chicago Bears head coach. But today felt good. I was glad to see the guys get out there and on the road and
thank you,
get
Caleb.
the W.
Caleb just signed up.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank all of those fans that have been private messaging me on Instagram or Facebook and really saying,
all right, let me address this.
Mike
right?
Hall
I'm getting a DM.
Bears best
Jesse
content
Dom.
in the world.
Jesse, listen to me right here. I
Dom.
don't give a fuck what you keep
Jesse
on fucking
Dom.
DMing me, but if people disagree with me, that's fucking fine, Jesse. I can tell them to go wherever the fuck I want. Start your own fucking show. Stop DMing me about the shit that you think. I don't care, Jesse. It's fucking annoying, dude. If I want to tell somebody to go someplace else, go. I'm not better than that. I'll be the dickhead. Jesus Christ. I'm on air and you send me shit constantly. It's fucking annoying. There you go, dude. There's my rant, Jesse. Put that in print. Fuck. Merry Christmas. Where's the Tylenol? Jesus, this shit's annoying.
Jesse, get a life.
God, my fucking show, dude. That's what I do. You don't like it, Jesse? Go to fucking bar room. Watch them.
There you go. Shane getting fired. I'm gonna sit back and let you keep ranting.
It's so annoying. If somebody DMs you and you constantly don't fucking reply, but they still send the shit. Jesse thought he was pulling a fucking fast one watching our fucking content that he doesn't pay for and blamed it on his fucking cousin. Oh, I got the content from my cousin. Stop, bro. Stop with your bullshit. I'm not dumb. I can play dumb with the best of them, but I'll also call your ass out live on air. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. Grow the fuck up, man. It's annoying.
We need a freaking Jesse song.
This shit. Well, come on, dude. What the fuck? What do we do here? I'm supposed to be better when there's trolls in the fucking chat room that are saying shit like Fireman 5. I should, oh, dude, hey, fuck.
Does anybody pay attention to this network? And
no, they don't.
You're gonna get this passion. Number one, it all starts there because it's uncontrolled.
Guess what?
Uncontrolled.
I just emptied my fucking cup, Matt Nagy. You should be happy for me.
Exactly. We also are gonna call out bullshit. That dessert bullshit gets called out. We're going to talk about the tape. We're also going to talk positivity. We're going to hug people. We're going to cry. We're going to fucking help people. We're going to fucking be therapy for people. We're going to rant. We're going to keep it 100. We're going to fucking talk about the tape. We're going to show you why we're firing up. We're not going to just talk about it. Shane just pulled back the curtain. Well, Jesse, being dumb. Thank you.
I just don't fucking get it.
Holy shit.
Don't tell me how to
agree.
do. And that this isn't just about.
Don't tell anybody how to do the show. I said the same thing.
Exactly.
Don't fucking tell me. That's like, I really wish you can stop with the overdubbing on your video breakdowns. And like, do you know, it takes me fucking how long to fucking make this? Shut the fuck up and do your own fucking video breakdown. Go watch Nick Foles.
I think it comes down to, Phil, like I said, we've been doing this a long fucking time. And there's people that don't like us, obviously, and they're jealous. They're sitting on their fucking beanbag in their mom's basement. And they're like, I like the Bears. I can fucking talk about the Bears. I get DMs from people constantly. I'm very educated about the Bears. I know everything that they do. Everything I say about the Bears is right. I get those DMs from people. You need to have me on your show. And then you invite them on the fucking show. The fucking lights go on and they're staring at the fucking camera, not doing shit. Dude, I don't need the fucking, if we lose 50 fucking listeners, I don't care. We'll restrict this show to the fucking patrons. That's fine. Don't give a fuck. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. If you want to act like a bitch ass troll, that's how I'm going to treat you. This isn't just about Jesse. He's still DMing me. You so mad. I mean,
you mad? Yeah, Jesse. You're annoying as fuck. How about that? Though listen, I'm all for a debate when it has rational reason. No one is going to tell me how to rant or what I should say. Shane has never said, Phil, make sure you say this, or
Oh,
Phil, make sure
Jesse
I don't
wants
bring
to
any
come on the
notes.
show right now. Should
Jesse,
we
no,
extend the show?
no. Sorry, Jesse. We'll bring you on Keeping It 100 sometime, and we could talk to your dumb ass there. That's the truth. Jesus, tonight is going to be the shortest show. We're going to end in 5 minutes. It's going to be 1 hour long. So listen, this coach, this football team, the team has always been a reflection of the head coach. As Shane is saying, no one's going to tell us how to do this. That's why there's over 1,200 people listening live. That's why this network stands on the morals and the
Eddie.
guests and the people that
Eddie's
come
a big
in here.
Shane rant fan. Thanks, Ed.
Yes, we're going to get Shane's whip rant every week.
I'm going to sound like this every time I talk now. Right.
See, Josh Henley, your rants, Phil.
Yeah.
My entertainment on a loss. See? It's my saving grace after a terrible game. That's it. That's what this is about. And if you're a patron, you'll see more in-depth analysis. Like I said, you always get the tape never lies first. You also get X's with the O's. Me, Berlissimo, my dad. We break down the tape live right there, showing you defense, offense, what's going on. There's nothing hidden. There's no agenda. We also are going to have draft coverage like nobody else. If you look back on our draft coverage, hit, all the hits. We hit on it, Draft Mob. It's going to be there and more stuff. Just go over there, thetapeneverlies.com. We're also running a special right now on swag. If you want to support us in the
20%.
swag department, 20% off, BHL 20. Just put that code in there. Special swag code rolling out right now. And get some TTNL swag. It's ttnlswag.com. www.ttnlswag.com. Get your swag on. And really, we got a new we got a new shirt, right?
It is Rich.
Shane, is that your porn star name? What?
Yeah.
Shane?
Yeah, Rich's mom calls it out every single night, so she must like it too.
Where is that? We don't have the new shirt.
No, we're under the BHL.
Oh, that's why. Stats are for losers shirt.
That's
and
right.
Sweatshirt. We got a stats are for losers sweatshirt and hoodie. Got to keep it 100 gold chain like right there. Or performance over politics, TTNL hat, all that stuff. But anyway, Shane, your final thoughts today on this game as we wrap this puppy up. If you want to
I'm DMing Jesse back.
Jesse's taken away
he's
from my show now.
He's DMing me that I said Thomas Graham wasn't ready in week 3 and he wants his justification.
Okay. Thanks.
There you go, Jess. Just send it to you.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, man. Listen, this shit boiled. I'm not even pissed about my mini whining rant, whatever. It's the way that the Bears fucking go about their business. The shit gets frustrating, Phil. We put a lot into the shit that we do, and you want to get some fucking confidence out of this team moving forward. But until they make the right fucking moves, the fucking enthusiasm gets fucking pushed aside, and there's more negativity with this franchise overall because they can't make the fucking easy, correct decision. Do I think today should matter in Matt Nagy's tenure? No, but is George sitting there and being like, holy shit, those guys showed some fight today? That's the type of shit that worries me.
It's going to be interesting to see. If you aren't a patron, please, you love this show, you love what we do, go over there, support us. It's not so much a subscription as it is a supporting of what it is and all the time, energy, and effort that is put into this show and this network. Now, this week, Keeping It 100 will be live Wednesday night. Steve Edwards, former Chicago Bear, will be jumping on the show with us, and some other surprises that this week as we move into 2022, Shane. We're going closer and closer to 2022. We also will have a Chris Zorich and the Super 16 Bowl show next in 2 weeks. Monday night. We'll be going live next Monday. Not this Monday, right? January, what is that? 3rd? Is that the Monday?
So we got
January 3rd.
You got to text Zorich. He lost access to his.
Yeah, he's got to redo
Gotta
that.
get
I saw.
So
I got to tell him.
Go.
We'll also One Up Fantasy will be on Tuesday night as they wind down their season, and we'll be back live next week doing X's with the O's. Took a 1 week break. Had my dad and my mom up here at the house. Had a great Christmas with the family and everything. You know, did you guys have a good Christmas over there?
We did. It was a little bit different. Kind of, wasn't planned. Here in New York, we got a ton of ice on Friday night, and we woke up and everything. I mean, I don't even think I could have made it out of the fucking driveway. Everything was covered in ice, and it, getting the, almost 7-month-old and Riley at 10, getting everybody out and about to drive to go see the other family under those conditions didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. So we got to go spend some time with them earlier today before the game, and then we came back. But no, overall it was great. It was just us four here, kind of hung out and chilled all day, which was definitely a nice change. And everybody knows the story with Riley, but it's been a hard year for everybody on this network, family wise, and it's nice to take a day and sit back and just breathe and relax and not even really worry about football. Just focus on family and loving who's in front of you, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, that's really where we're gonna wrap up this show. I want to give you some good news. Claudio came over here tonight and brought dinner for the fam over here. I had a nice wooden tap salad, Claudio.
Sweet.
But the great news is that his daughter that we talked about has come home from the hospital.
Beautiful.
She had like a miraculous, legitimate recovery from what was going on. And I really, truly believe the TTNL family and friends putting that positivity and prayer out there was the impetus of that Christmas miracle, Shane. Really, ultimately.
Claude deserves it, man. He's, we've all had our things, but Claudio's had a lot going on family wise. I mean, I believe his one daughter was under the weather last year, right before Christmas. She got home. So, 2022 is going to be a big year for this network moving forward. And we hope it's just as big of a year for our families, because they've been the ones that we've been pulling across the finish line here in 2021. And we all deserve it as Bears fans, as, lovers of our families. It's been a long one, man. We deserve it. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I wouldn't want to listen to anyone else tell me how to do the fucking show, or you do the show. Anybody. We do it our way, and we're going to continue to do it our way. And as I said, you don't like it, go watch somebody else. Somebody else will come through the door when you're walking out. That's the way it goes.
Well said. I guess Logan's giving us an update that Cam Beige, our guy,
excellent,
is awake. So that's another Christmas miracle here.
Positivity works.
The power of positivity. Send that positivity our way.
Yep.
Hopefully,
Spencer Strong's got a big MRI coming up on Wednesday, I believe it is. So let's it's been working for Cam and working for Claudio's daughter, worked for my son. So everybody out there, throw some positive thoughts and prayers. If that's what you believe in, send it to the Cox family and Spencer's way, because they could use them right now too.
And anybody, if you're having problems, my DMs are always open. I'll open up those DMs. If you don't follow me on Instagram, especially, you can hit me there and I get the notification that someone's writing me on Instagram, and I try to respond to anybody. So if you're going through something, and especially this time of year, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or Shane or anybody from TTNL family. That is the power of positivity. Final thoughts here on this game from me, and then we'll wrap it up with a Fire Nagy song as we go out. We'll get that energy rolling. Again, I want to say this. In life, when you're around football and you love the game of football and you know what it's going to take to get the very best from a team with enough talent to win, and you continuously see it completely untapped, unused, thrown away, and unfortunately trying to be smarter than you need to be, it becomes a frustrating slide to ride down. It has been a whirlwind watching this coach, this organization continue to flounder in the abysses of mediocrity and below. You become a joke on each and every turn that you take. What once was so proud to be a Chicago Bear fan, to be the monsters of the Midway, to have the understanding that each and every game, no matter how good their offense was going to be, they were going to go out there and hit you. They were going to tackle you. They're going to play to the boundary of the whistle. And when you left that game, whether you lost or you were victorious, you knew that you played the Chicago Bears. And if you think that you're a blog boy troll throwing out a fucking stat that matters, it doesn't. The tape never lies. That's the name of the network. That's the brand. That's the truth. That's where we are with this football team. And Matt Nagy has been a culture vulture. That is it. He is the cause and the destruction of what he's done to himself. He has no other mirror to look in but his own. There's the why. We found the why. It has been you. Stats are for losers. Understanding football is how you win. We've done it so many times, we can't even count. So with that being said, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And go ahead, Shane. What?
Nick Foles was asked in his presser, what is wrong with the offense? Why isn't it working? And his response was, that's not for me to talk about. So that tells you all you need to fucking know right there. 100%.
I'm glad you popped in with that fact. What better way to end the show than a Nick Foles mic drop, uncovering the truth by throwing his coach under the bus without trying to throw his coach under the bus. It is a Matt Nagy culture vulture. For Shane Marsaw, I'm your guy, Draft Dr. Phil. Each and every week, we come live right here on Bears Hour Live, the best post-game show on the Chicago Bears, bar none. It's in the universe right here, Bears Hour Live. We'll be back next week after Bears versus Giants. Mike Glennon versus Nick Foles. Will Justin be back? Justin's dancing
going
in
down.
The locker room.
Rob Quinn.
Rob Quinn's the record's going down. He's got what now? 17.
17.
Right?
Yep.
He's right there on the doorstep. First, thank you, Cherie, for producing today. We'll see you all next week on Bears Hour Live. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the shenanigans of the week. And if there is news tomorrow, you better sign up to become a patron. We'll be going live talking all about the course correction.
The offense put up historically low numbers. Second worst offensive production in terms of net yards. I think it was 47 net yards.
Yeah, listen, in the last 29 games, Coach Nagy's offense, when he is calling plays, they're averaging under 18 points a game.
You don't know football if you're sitting out there defending the shoe salesman.
He should be fired tomorrow.
Let everyone know Nagy must go. Let everyone know Nagy must go. Let everyone know Nagy must go. Yeah.
pace better, put a fire to his ass like when Claudio smokes and puts fire to the grass. Lord knows I'm done with this guy. 4 years just to find out he's not that guy. As I fast forward through the post-game presser, I avoid Nagy's speech, cause I can't afford depression medication. Know the wise and don't take meditation. I love when the Bears win, but I press pause on celebration. I hope the play card ain't in his hands. The other team could see Nagy calling girls from the stands. The blog boys trying to stick with their narrative flaws. And Matt Nagy trying not to give a play call. Let everyone know Nagy must go. Let everyone know Nagy must go. Let everyone know Nagy must go.
Matt Nagy's like a virus, relentless infection. Loves to run his plays, gimmicks with no protection.
Excuses always given.
Corp slogan for direction. Dude, not a football coach, more like a politician. No accountability, no plan of attack. Offensive guru, can't beat the pack. Shit's whack, no slack, never bring the Bears back. Coach hack, no hat, stabbing his quarterback. Looking for the wise, but never in the mirror. Now the world is catching up to what we mean clearer. The mom and pop shop, never finding the identity. Collaboration station, better off hire Satan.
Everyone know Nagy must go. Let everyone know Nagy must go. Let everyone know Nagy must go.
Fire Nagy now. Fire that fuckhead Nagy.
Oh, Nagy. Let everyone know Nagy must go. Fire.
It's simple football. It's simple. Run the fucking ball. Get under center. You can't run move. You can't run RPO if you aren't demanding your team to run. You as the coach and you're running fucking shoot arena football league. Fuck. It's an embarrassment. Shoe salesman.
Fire Nagy.